Happy July 4th for 2021. I haven't posted a yard update video in a while, and this has been one interesting week. We started off last weekend into the new week with heat wave, and right from there it went down into the 50s and 60s, and we've had rain pretty much since late Wednesday, Thursday through this morning. And there's still a chance we're going to get a little bit more. But luckily this far on the western side of the state we did get some breaks of sun. Warmed it up to the 70s. Of course, I've been behind on everything. Because the only thing worse than hot weather is rainy weather. So this is our new riding mower. And it works pretty good. It was a good deal. Supposedly it had been kept relatively well maintained, but the guy's father passed away, so he had an extra mower. But it looks like one of the belts is coming off. So I've been digging around on the internet trying to find the correct parts. I thought I had the right parts manual and had the part. I ordered a belt, and just doing a little more research today before I take it apart and realize I got the wrong belt. Just a quick note, if anyone ever can't find their parts information, you know, they say, oh, it's under the hood, and it's not under the hood. Definitely look around on your machine and find your parts information. On this model, that's where it is. Because you really need to drill down, because it can only be a matter of a couple of numbers, but unless you got a garage, you can take everything apart and lay all your pieces out well numbered, and then take the actual part down to the shop. This is your only other chance of getting stuff, especially if you have to order it in, which a lot of these older mowers, they don't keep all the belts around. So anyway, let's take a look at our gardens. So over here this year, we're doing the red runner beans again. And we're actually starting to get some beans here. Some little flowers. They haven't been climbing that much. Everything was really dry, and now we've gotten the rain. So I suspect this week, if we get some sun, this is going to start taking off. Over here is Korean chives that we got from Dee's coworker. We've had that for a couple of years. That needs to be weeded. I've been keeping up on the former goat area with the push mower. It took me forever last weekend, but I'm just trying to keep this tamed. I do have to get these taken down. I've been slowly whittling away at the kindling. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the excavator this year like I was hoping to start pulling this apart. So I may still be able to get... Boys, get out of the garden. Hey. Hey. We may need some other work done around. So if I have somebody come in with an excavator, I'll just have them pull it out. Kind of disappointed. I was really looking forward to that. So we're working around the rock garden. Yeah, of course I forget the names of the new stuff that Dee put in this year. But our fancy lettuce is doing well. I think that one of these should be Swiss chard. We do have some cabbage in here. We have some snap peas back here, some sugar snap peas. I wish that whole thing was about 5 times larger. I love those. But, all right, you're just eating grass? That's probably okay. Doing tomatoes this year, and we did put up some stakes. We're going to drop some strings and tie them on. So they should be a lot more manageable. Uh-oh. We have more mystery stuff back here. Oh no, could that be pumpkins again? I'm not sure. I don't think... Well, actually, we did plant some pumpkins. Oh, we talked about it. We didn't do anything over here, though, this year. So there's no vegetables growing. I just really cut that back quite a bit. But we do have a climbing hydrangea over here. This is some wild mint. But we're gonna try that because it's flowering. It'll look great on the arbor. Unfortunately, hydrangea is not something that's beneficial to insects. It's not bad for them. It just doesn't do anything. We got potatoes growing in here. Of course, some of them already went to flower before you could get to them. the peach tree. This is going to be the last hurrah, I think, for this peach tree. So I'm kind of letting the fruits grow out. I know I should have got up there and thinned it out, but I really wasn't even expecting it to produce this year since it's in such sorry shape. This branch here is pretty much shot. If you look up at the top, you can see it's all rotted, split in the bark. Woodpeckers have been at it. Still managed to get some fruits up there. That whole branch is shot. And as I was really looking at it this spring, something's, it's just, it got a lot of damage down here. And that's over a lot of years. And the whole thing is, I could probably push it over. Not that I want to, but so I have to kind of give up on it. The mulberry is doing actually really good. The fruits are in there, all deep in there. But the other thing that's deep in here is a robin's nest, and I'm pretty sure they had a successful fletch this year. Robins have really been hanging out in the yard. There's another nest up over there too. So we got some cabbage, a couple types of cabbage, the marigolds, the kale. Pretty much the same thing over here. I'm not sure if we have any carrots or radishes growing in here, or if she interspaced them with the lettuce over there. We were delayed a lot this year between the weather and some other things that came up. So we started a lot of stuff inside, and it grew really good, and then it kind of grew too much inside, and it hasn't translated so well outside. But this wisteria is coming back. We're trying to get it to grow up here. I think Campobello. Waiting for the lilies to come in. This is just a type of verbenum. It's just like a natural native shrub. But early in a few weeks ago, there was right in here, there's a tiny nest. There we go, that little tiny nest in there. And that was chipping sparrows. So we had chipping sparrows here, we had robins over there, and then up in the corner of the house, right up in the crotch up there, we had phoebes. And we got to see the babies of all of them. And all of those guys are pretty much all fletched and left now. But each year we do get phoebes one way or another coming up under here. Year after year, they just love it around here. It's kind of sad looking around and seeing the daisies, the black-eyed Susans, or the Susans of color, are doing well this year. Daisies are starting to lift up a little bit. They were really looking good before the 3 days of heavy rain. I do leave some wild areas in the yard. Just for the insects and the frogs and the snakes and the whatever, and also this area I'm trying to get to grow back in a little better, because when they did the leaching field, the soil, we put down grass and stuff, it really didn't take. So this is one of the sunflower spots, and there are some of the red runner beans mixed in there as well. But we're kind of going a little crazy with the sunflowers, a bunch of different types in there. And same thing over here along the fence edge. If you guys had watched the video where I tilled, you'll see that these are a couple of spots I hit up. So we do have more of the red runner beans in here, as well as sunflowers mixed in. Down here at the chicken garden, I got some more black-eyed Susans. Looks like the irises already lost out on those. We have some beautiful Hosta here, already starting to go to head. Over here too, there's some Sweet William in the back there, that pink. And out toward the back, we put some corn down here. I think there's some corn up in the middle of those sunflowers too. The corn was one of those ones that we started inside, and we'll see how it goes with the, now that it's got a lot of rain, and hopefully if it gets enough sun, it'll do it pretty good. Hi, honey. How you guys doing? This far side here, there's you know, we get tulips here early in the season, and then it kind of gets all overgrown between the ferns, and we have still some Solomon seal that's flowered out, more Hosta. That's supposed to be more of a ornamental cherry tree rather than just one of the wild ones around here. The mountain laurel that we had transplanted over here did really well, but you know, it's too short of a season. I wish those flowers lasted all year. And then we have two things going on. We have this wild stuff pulling out from back in the, just back there in the woods. You can see it down beyond the rock there. But then we also have, this is Wisteria that we planted years ago. We had an arbor up here, and it really wasn't doing much. And then this year I noticed that back there, that's where it was planted, and there's kind of a shrub there. It's actually been growing all along here, reaching out underneath the wood splitter, growing off to the sides. So now it's intermingling. This lighter colored stuff is the weed stuff, and the darker colored leaves is the wisteria. So I guess we got to put up another arbor over here. We're going to take back this garden. We had built this up and it was doing pretty good, and then it just kind of got taken over. You know, you can see there's some sweet williams still in there, but just a bunch of weeds. So I have to go under here, make sure I don't have wasps, pull this out. Isn't this a pretty one? Look at that. Look at those colors in there. Don't walk on the flowers. You walk on the flowers. So we have the beach plum over here. It looks kind of sad, bent over. It really takes the rain heavy. Just the leaves really bend over quite a bit. But this is where, if you saw the other videos with the moth emerging, we had some interesting moth activity. Cecropia and, of course, I'm not going to be able to remember the name of it, the other one. But here's one of the, a couple of those guys. There's another one back there. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this one in late summer and fall, see if we have more caterpillar and moth activity. So there's barely a breeze now, and it's just about 70. It's not bad, especially it's not too sunny. It's definitely muggy, but yeah, there's a little bit of the corn back in here. So we'll see if that does okay. If not, so be it. Want to go in the back, Felly? Okay, we'll go in the back. So if I can get that mower running soon, hopefully, I can catch up on the yard. Some of the sweet williams somehow made it over to this corner. That was not planned. I forget what this is. But that's doing pretty good. This is the shrub hydrangea. Yeah, I'm looking around seeing, I don't see any flower bits in there yet. All of these lilies are nice and bright, popping up. Oh, the name evades me. Dee should be making these videos, but there's a lot of these sweet williams here, and some of the campobellum back. More of the variegated hosta. Some more other stuff. Icelandic sheepdog. Check out that clematis. And this is not even as impressive as it's been. You see all the petals down on the ground down there? The rain did a lot of that. This thing is just amazing and fantastic. The one on this side is getting a little bit better, but for some reason it's always weaker on this side. Yeah, this one's not doing good either on this side. We have a couple of those on the other side of the house, and they just don't seem to really be taking peony. The rose, we did have a bunch of flowers on them, but they don't last long either. little fairy garden, and a sunflower that the chipmunks or maybe the birds transplanted. Wow, something's really been into those leaves quite a bit. We've had a lot of chipmunk activity this year. You look out the window and they're just sitting up here enjoying the bridge, enjoying the view. I also think that we have a groundhog problem. Starting to notice more of these big holes, and I think that the groundhog had babies. I saw a little gray thing trouting along, but yeah, there's some holes that are definitely dug out here. It's an elephant hosta. There's another one over there that's flowering. Hey, the donkers. Hi, kids. How we doing? It's not sunny. It's not raining. Okay. They just had a vet visit. They're doing really well. Clean bill of health. So we're definitely going to be working on the grotto. I'm going to start cleaning that out and really drilling down to what the plan's going to be. Putting in a fountain or a little waterfall in there or something. Doing really good. Little bird bath fountain's doing good. That's that elephant ear hosta open up. And Dee just transplanted this year, this one. It wasn't doing well in the other spot, put it here, and it's already flowering. We're waiting for the other one to flower back there. And we're just trying to touch up bits and pieces here and there. I had to go up there today. You notice there's two floodlights up there. The upper one's been dead for a while, so I had replaced the fixture a few years ago with the lower one, the gray one. Those are LED floodlights in there. Earlier in the winter, I had to replace one of the bulbs, so I replaced them both, figuring why not while I'm up there with the ladder. And then a couple days ago, I noticed the lights were not shining in the right spot. The upper screw had broken off in the tree. So I did that this morning. Emptied the mini truck this morning because we had trimmed back this lilac tree. So we had a lot of branches from that, and again with the heat and everything else, I didn't get to that until this morning. So this hosta is just mammoth. It's just absolutely mammoth. And this is a shorter shrub, much smaller hydrangea. There's two of them. And this one's actually starting to flower a little bit here. Good to see. It's another Campobello. Can't remember, except that Felly ran through there and got yelled at by Mom this morning. And we also have, mixed in with the lilac, there's a hazelnut growing in here. See these little curvy things? Those are hazelnut pods. I'm not a fan of hazelnut coffee or flavors, but yep, there they are. And I did open them up one year, and I can confirm those are real hazelnuts. They're kind of neat. I got to see if I can get one to see if I can germinate one from seed, because Dee has a coworker that would absolutely love that. So maybe I'll start that for her. I know I have a lot of projects to do, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. I may hopefully be getting a trailer for this truck, so in case I can't fix the mower or any of the other heavy stuff anymore, instead of trying to push it up high into the back of the trucks with ramps, I can bring it a little more easily. And then also when I get hay, I think I did manage one time to fit 20 bales of hay into the short bed, but the springs were flattening out, so that's not good. So I'll, just to get more out of each trip, I'll use the trailer for that. And other runs. You know, you get older, you can't lift and push stuff up as high anymore. Oh, here's the other robin's nest. Right up there. I haven't seen any other activity. But I think there's definitely 2 separate mating pairs of robins in the yard still. They did start a nest over above my snowblower up in there. They do that every year, the same exact spot. I have to remember to move my tools out of the way before they start. And they were sitting in the nest for the longest time, and then something happened and they were gone from there. Look at you, beauty. Don't go. No, 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 no. Hey, where you going? You're back up there? Well, what happened to your wings? Been getting a lot more interested in moths lately. They're quite fascinating. And it's incredible the range of moths that we have up here and the different types. You know, and the fact that they're pollinators just like the butterflies makes them very welcome here. So anyway, I think that's about it. That's just want to do a quick update for the weekend. I haven't been posting any other creative videos. I have a couple of projects to do, but I'm also running out of ideas because I've kind of done stuff and I don't want to keep redoing the same stuff. So maybe for the summer I'll just stick to updates and I'll put together parts of bigger projects. Sound good to you, Teddy? Yeah? All right. You guys have a safe and happy holiday weekend.